Check it out. This is one of my favorite places to go, or kind of one of my favorite drives in Malibu. It sort of reminds me of, well, you know, I'm from Colorado, so that's kind of, this is sort of a Durango version of California. Man, I miss Colorado. I miss it. So, you know, California's good. Everything's different here, dude. People are cool, but they're different. You know? You know, like, okay, for example, like, let me talk about plants. Plants? Is he wearing pants or plants? I'm talking about plants, talking about some cannabis. You know, it's interesting how cannabis still has that stigma. You know, it's a plant. And even, it just shows you how much propaganda was behind alcohol. And you can see, like, even now, 2016, you know, when you mention, you know, cannabis to somebody, like you could just feel the anxiety. It's like, you're like, wow, this is a plant. It helps millions of people in all different kinds of ways. I mean, you just have to have a willful ignorance to ignore the virtues of cannabis. And you know, I was at this, I kind of work out of this Jill gym place, and this guy mentioned, you know, he's an alcohol guy, and I'm a cannabis guy, and it's interesting how alcohol people and cannabis people are just different. And then, you know, how you know, again, alcoholism is so acceptable in all of its degrees and forms and fashions, and yet plants are still stigmatized. And you know, I told him, I said, if you want to know the difference between cannabis and alcohol, is just go hang out with you know, I said 40 because that's how old I am. I said, go find 4 or 5 people that drink at 40 years old. Not just socially, but they drink, you know, they're big drinkers, you know, and go listen to that conversation. And then go hang out with 4 or 5 people that are toking or smoking and listen to that conversation. And just simply pick which one you like. And, you know, if I were ever to speak to like a, you know, I went to school in Texas, so if I always think about, you know, speaking at a Texas university or hell anywhere, you know, if I were to kind of do like one of those like, well, where I went to college at Abilene Christian, they had this thing called Welcome Week, you know, where you sort of welcome the freshmen in, and you know, and it's sort of an orientation. I'm not sure if other schools have that, but Abilene Christian had a thing called Welcome Week. And you know, one thing I would say, you know, in sort of a comedic way, or kind of a hopefully comedic way, is I would talk to people that are moving from high school into college, is I would say, you know, just pay attention to the stories. You know, listen to alcohol stories, listen to cocaine stories, listen to cannabis stories, listen to ayahuasca stories, and just on your own, in your own intelligence, just decide which stories you like. And make your decision, because it's so funny how cannabis and the psychedelics have been demonized and stigmatized, but yet alcohol is so crazy, and so you know, it kills so many people. You know, in fact, I'll kind of leave you with a hashtag MRA. You know, because it's not hard. Well, you know, I'll tell you my hashtag MRA story later, but I kind of look at things from a gender perspective, and, you know, there's a reason why gender equality is definitely on my radar. But if you want to see another example of both alcoholism with feminism, I know that's kind of a lot to digest, so think about it. Alcohol and feminism together. Well, there's a statistic. And I think I was talking to my dad, and I said, you know, I was trying to show him like the difference between alcohol-related deaths between cannabis and alcohol. I was just going to kind of just speak numbers, you know. And in doing the research, I realized like for the alcohol statistics, they break them down by how many females are killed by it versus how many men are killed by it. So, for example, you know, let's just say that alcohol kills 100,000 people, you know, I don't know, a month. Well, in the statistics, they actually delineate, of these 100 people, 40 of these are female. I'm like, I got a hashtag MRA idea. What if we focused on the 60% of men that are killed? So even in the statistics world, women's deaths are elevated over men's deaths. So there you go. Hashtag MRA, hashtag cannabis, hashtag alcoholism. Seriously, these are plants, guys. Colorado, I miss you. I'm so glad Colorado legalized plants. It's coming to California. I got my med card. I'm officially a legal. The man says I can buy a plant in California. And I'm not making a small deal of it. That took, what, 40 years? You know, there's a quote that says, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. It took, what? How long did it take for Nixon's propaganda to unravel? What, you know, how many years? How many decades? Holy shit. So thank you all the people who made legal, you know, dude. What's the quote? It says it takes 1,000 voices to tell the same story, a single story. There's a lot of people that I should be thankful for that I could buy a med card. And I'm most thankful that I have a driver's license from Colorado that says, hey guys, 10th Amendment says we're gonna do it. You guys be good. Email me, Americana417@gmail.com. I'm gonna go do some laundry. Gonna go get some Starbucks maybe. Oh yeah, hey, if you like this content, whatever, you go to Starbucks, go to In-N-Out, whatever you spend there, just drop me, go to PayPal, say, dude, you make me think, nigga. You make me jokes. Drop that. PayPal me, nigga. You guys be good. Email me, Americana417@gmail.com. And be nice to cannabis people. Oh, and yeah, seriously, if you have an ayahuasca story, I need to hear it. That's on my radar. Ayahuasca, man, that's interesting. DMT. Holy shit, the plants have been screaming out. You guys be good.